Go.
All right, welcome everyone to the Tuesday afternoon Advocate News Meeting. I'm editor and publisher Chris Cobbler. With me as always, to my left.
I'm Becky Cooper, managing editor.
And to my right.
Tony Belander, city editor.
Behind the camera, Silent Bob.
Marcel.
Let us know what you think of the stories we're working on. Any suggestions you have for stories we should be working on? That's why we come on every weekday to hear from you. Just one of the many ways we try to get out in the community and hear from our readers. So, and Becky, speaking of readers, you were having a conversation with the woman who's doing a book on the mosque fire.
Yes, I was talking to this woman who's done a lot of interviews here in Victoria. She's from New Jersey. She's been here many times interviewing people about the mosque fire and the community, how it responded, etc. And she said, based on her interviews, everybody reads The Advocate. Like, yeah, that's good to hear.
Good.
Did she want to interview the first reporter who noticed it?
I can give her your name.
First journalist?
First journalist who noticed it.
I plugged our editing team, I plugged our reporters, I plugged everybody on staff.
Yeah, it was
a team effort.
Outstanding coverage, all that. Tony noticed the fire as he drove home late after an late editing session.
About 2 a.m.
Yeah.
But I would love to talk to the first firefighters on scene. I'm sure they can assess it like this is going to be a mess.
Oh yeah, I'm sure as soon as they drove up, they said, "Oh, we're gonna be here a while."
No.
Yeah.
My video's not popping up yet. I wonder why. I'm trying to get it to pop up. Oh, here we go.
And it was the clerk on Main Street who was emptying his trash, who called it in.
But it came out as a trash fire, right? Initially.
I don't know, probably maybe, no, he didn't know what was burning. He just saw the flames. He's like, something's on fire a block away.
There we go. Some trivia questions to get us going. Where in the U.S. can you find the $1 Million Highway?
$1 Million Highway?
$1 Million Highway.
Oh, I bet I can guess.
There's highways cost more than $1 million to build.
In Chicago, there's something called the $1 Million Road or something.
Isn't that where all the car dealerships
Where all the car dealerships are?
Oh, okay.
That's, but I don't know if that's it or not. But that's my
$1
guess.
million mile.
$1 Million Mile, I think they call it. So it may not be $1 Million Highway. I don't know. Maybe
California.
Alaska, the highway to nowhere. Wasn't that a Sarah
Alaska,
Palin
yeah.
thing? I'll do some other trivia questions just to
California.
get us rolling. We got extra ones.
Okay.
The winner of Best Picture at the 2017 Oscars was Moonlight, but in a historic mix-up, the announcers initially declared what other nominee to be the winner. That was it. I remember that, and I can't remember what the movie was now.
Give me a minute, I'll think of it.
All right. Then St. Patrick, the patron saint of Ireland.
Oh, I know what it was.
What was it? Go ahead.
It was, that's that L.A. song, the dance.
L.A. Story? What was that called? A musical.
The dancing.
La La Land.
La La Land. It was La La Land. Because when they announced it, I said, that's one La La Land? Yeah, it was La La Land.
Then St. Patrick, the patron saint of Ireland, was not actually born in Ireland. Where was he born?
Oh.
Where was he born? Wales.
England.
England.
Scotland. I say Scotland. I'm just reading
Scotland. It was not Scottish. Crap. Remember that? The Mike Myers SNL skit? Crap. When he had the all Scottish store. They sold Scotch tape and everything else.
Wow.
All right, we'll come back to the answers in a minute. Our centerpiece is about.
Of course, I think I'm not 100% sure on La La Land.
I'm pretty sure you're right. Jeannie Morrison has a bill to help music venues like Club Westerner. Yeah, that sounds like a good story, and there's going to be some action on that in the House today, or?
Yeah, it's scheduled to be heard in the House. I asked our correspondent in Austin,
to
Katie
update
Bellick,
that.
to check on that.
And we have a photo at a Club Westerner. Hello, Joe Beth and Sherry. How are you? Then we've got an update on the drive-through dock case. So pretty interesting. John Wilcox, court reporter, will be explaining all that. Hi, Pat. How are you? Just joined us.
Lifting assist.
I don't know. So we're just listening to the scanner there. Amber has a story about the early college center and changes to that. Parents still quite few unhappy about that. We'll be talking to them about it. And Elena's got an advance on downtown rhythms this Thursday at the Plaza. You should come. It's a great event, a lot of fun.
There'll be a military salute, and that's our focus of this story.
All right, good.
That's something new.
That's coordinated by the Victoria Symphony, right?
Yeah, Symphony plays, and I think there'll be food trucks there. I'm not sure. Early voting. I voted today, so
Was there a lot of people there?
I walked right in, but they said they were shooting to get to 100 by noon. I was there about 11:30.
Yesterday's number was 221.
Where was that in the paper? Was that in the paper?
Yeah, it
I
was
might
on the
have missed
budget, and I
All
sent
right.
an asset over.
Oh, I might have missed it, but
I think it was an A2.
a 221, which represented 0.5% or something.
Yeah, but 1,200 mail-in ballots have already been returned.
1,200.
Wow.
1,200.
That's what usually
So-
the time Richard can't make it to the
So we're
ballot.
about 1,400 right now.
Yeah. Wow.
Cast, votes
good.
cast.
That's
All
good.
right. Then so we'll have early vote numbers. Day 2, we still have our Easter photo contest going on, and we have some more fun zone call for camps. John also has a story about a guilty plea in the case of the 18-wheeler that made this U-turn that killed
Oh, that was on
a woman and her friend, motorcyclist.
south of Refugio.
Yeah.
What happened? Yeah.
You know, it was a rough deal. Then Good Living, Dennis Patillo is exploring the world of empanadas.
Yes.
Is there a world of empanadas?
Yes, there is,
Yes.
and you know they're kind of like cousins to calzones and
Cousins to
Hot
calzones. I like
pockets
that.
and-
cousins to calzones and
As-
not kolaches, but he mentioned another based on how it's shaped and the ingredient of the dough.
Are they sisters to sopapillas?
There's 3 different.
What,
Three
cousins
different
to calzones?
cousins.
I don't know, but somebody's
Grandparents?
adopted. You notice somebody's adopted in that family.
Pumpkin empanadas are really good if you got the right seasoning.
Pumpkin empanadas.
He has
I heard of empanadas before in Kansas City, but I never knew what the hell they were.
he has recipes for savory.
The dough,
Meat.
the filling. Yeah.
Meat.
You know it's
empanadas.
good if Dennis has written it, so good. Then in restaurant inspections, you can check that out before you go out to eat to see if your restaurant is
Say,
passing inspection.
oh God,
And all our other Good Living features. Tomorrow's our Good Living section.
I'm afraid to look.
Let's see. There's gonna be a concert at Aunt Dee's Country Kitchen in Yorktown. Vicky Cross, not to be confused with Vicki Lawrence
Or Angry Vicky.
Crisscross.
or Crisscross. Sailing.
Have you ever been to
away.
Aunt Dee's Country Kitchen?
I have not.
It's a pretty good little place. It's a
Um,
mom and pop.
Emery was just in Yorktown shooting us something.
Just a few weeks ago, I went to Yummy Farms. Have you been?
Oh,
I've
yeah,
been there a
many
long
times,
time.
many times. Well, it used to be
Lately?
downstairs, but yeah, I've been there in the last
yeah.
month or two.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Oh. I think I took Angela. I took Angela there.
Very
for
good.
lunch.
Just get those peanut butter chocolate cupcakes.
No, no.
Those are good. With the
I was
Reese's
good. I
peanut
did
butter.
not eat any dessert at Yummy
Wow.
Farms.
Wow.
That took some willpower.
I don't know why I go there, but no, those sandwiches are
Yeah.
good.
I'll tell you how I did it too.
I don't know. Do they still have that ham and apple one? No.
I don't know.
Then in sports, we got Calhoun Spring football, and baseball. We have East versus King, and it's jumping around on me. We've got Hallettsville versus Rice Consolidated in baseball, and we'll have playoff pairings tonight. It'll be late. We'll have to update it online on the edition. We got Spurs Nuggets, big game, game 5 of the 7-game series, tied now at
8:30 our time?
2 apiece. Yeah, I think so.
So this is it.
No,
Oh.
game 5 of 7-game series.
Oh,
Tom
so
corrected me
you gotta
yesterday.
win,
They got to win you got to win 4, so they're 2-2 right now.
That's-
So-
that sticker goes well with the color of your shirt.
That's not what I picked it out for. I wore the shirt this morning. They let the precinct judge or whatever, she takes me my driver's license, goes, oh yeah, I message you whenever I want to know what's going on.
Oh, good.
That's what she said.
So everybody in town needs the advocate.
And I
There you
said,
go.
okay, that's good. I'm glad you do.
Unfortunately, I know about 2 or 3 who don't.
They say they don't, but they talk all about it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
so-
they talk about events, and then ask me, has that been in the paper? And I'm like, yes, and don't ask me again because you don't subscribe.
Well, maybe they don't read it carefully enough, and they do read it anyway. Then, yeah, the State Wire, we've got MJ Hagar,
I should talk about our half price.
who's running, half price sale tomorrow. So you should pay attention, all the readers, you get the early jump on that. There's a half price sale tomorrow for new subscribers. So anyway, Hagar is running against Republican incumbent John Cornyn.
Is she related to Glenn Hagar?
I don't think so. Democrat, so I don't think Glenn would have her or him. I don't know. MJ.
It's a she.
It's a she.
she. Yeah.
First Democrat to jump in the race, so that doesn't mean there won't be others.
Okay.
There's more on the plane crash out of Kerrville. Of course, it's a mystery what caused it right now.
The
Right?
news this morning was that they've identified all 6 of them, and they're all from the Houston area.
Yeah, okay.
And they interviewed one eyewitness who said he saw the plane just make rapid bounces in the air, and then it got low enough that and they showed an aerial picture, and the plane was just like flattened down on the ground. It just slammed into the ground.
Weird. Yeah. Then Texas Tribune has a story about a mental health diversion program that's supposed to help with inmates who have mental illness, but doesn't seem like it is. I guess that's the gist of that story.
Another note is that the pilot had 40 years experience as a pilot.
Wow.
Flying. 40 years.
Mechanical issues.
Then there's a bill in the legislature that would allow the state to sue social media companies like Facebook and Twitter over free speech. Proposal aims to protect users on social media platforms from censorship. The platform advertises itself as impartial.
See, have there been cases yet suing these platforms for enabling slander?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there has been where that stands. I watched a really interesting documentary last night from Nova, PBS, about terrorism and how the fight against terrorism has really changed to a technological fight, and that basically the premise was that before the internet and social media, these extremists really couldn't organize and couldn't recruit very well. So we're a much safer world, but thanks to social media and the internet, these extremists can find each other, not only find each other, but also recruit, really quickly radicalize some unstable person. And so then there's this big center in Maryland in the U.S. House where the challenge they've got is that they got all this data from Facebook and Twitter and all this information about possible terrorist extremists, but they're just overwhelmed with it all. So they're always working on algorithms or ways to search it to really narrow down to who is going to be the killer.
Did you see what Sri Lanka did?
Yeah, they shut down Facebook.
Shut down
Twitter.
all social media.
But so that was interesting. How do you gather all that data fast enough? Because what comes out inevitably is, some bomber, and there'll be a story comes out that says, well, the FBI or whoever was aware of them, but not enough. Yeah. Being aware is not enough. You can't really act a la the Minority Report, I guess.
But can you imagine
charging with pre-crimes?
What the backlash would be if, God forbid, and I hope this never happens again, but a similar event to 9/11, and this country, whoever the powers that be, shuts down social media in the wake of it, because I didn't realize none of that existed in 2001.
Right.
And
can you imagine the incredible volume of misinformation that'd be out there if something like that happened again? It'd be just overwhelming. Yeah. Really overwhelming. We saw a ton of misinformation just during Hurricane Harvey, really, that we're kind of constantly trying to respond to and correct.
Right.
So I can imagine on the national scale like that.
Well, I know one result was the price gouging of gasoline. I don't know if it happened down here, but after 9/11, gas stations in where I was living, they were spiking big time, and they were charging $7-8 a gallon, and the AG in Missouri went after every one of them too.
Good.
Well, we got our got a couple more people joining us. Tracy and Miranda, how are you? While you're looking on the national budget, Tony, we've got poll question we're going to ask is who do you plan to vote for for VSD school board, I'll take this opportunity to emphasize to people our polls are not scientific, and I can tell that there are certain candidates who like to game that system, but they're not scientific. They're just a snapshot of people who click, and they're meant to be voted on once, but people can find ways around it if they're motivated enough. But
So if I wanted to answer by person, I don't live in VISD's voting district, so instead of answering D or E, I could just pick one and nobody would never know the difference.
right, yeah, you could pick whatever. Nobody would know. But yeah, but they really asked the questions this week just to kind of get people thinking about that they should go out and vote, not because it's going to give you any indication of who's going to win. But the VSD school board is the contested race is Mike Mercer, Henry Wood, and David Steves. You certainly can vote. Don't plan to vote or don't live in VSD. That would be the correct answer in your case. But what do you think stand out nationally, Tony?
It's still loading.
Loading.
Or
Well, I'll answer one trivia question while you're looking. Keep looking. Where in the U.S. can you find the $1 Million Highway? We guess Chicago, but who knows? The answer is southwestern Colorado. I should know that, I guess. We need Tom here for that one. The $1 Million Highway is also known as U.S. Highway 550. The origins of its nickname is contested. Some say the highway cost $1 million to build, while others believe that the dirt used to build the highway contains $1 million worth of gold ore.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
You gonna dig up the
Well,
highway for $1 million
I think
ore?
it costs like $1 million to build like 2 miles of highway or something.
Yeah,
like
that doesn't seem like maybe it cost $1 million back in 1940. I don't know, but it costs more than that to build a highway anywhere.
Can we go dig up the dirt and find
Yeah.
the ore? That'd be cool.
Loading yet, Tony? I'll ask another question.
do the Moonlight question.
The winner of the Best Picture at the 2017 Oscars was Moonlight, but in a historic mix-up, who was the announcer? Warren Beatty and Faye Dunaway. The announcers initially declared what other nominee to be the winner? Warren Beatty. Come on. And the answer is La La Land. The La La Land acceptance speech was underway before the mistake was realized and fixed. Ouch. And then and St. Patrick, the patron saint of Ireland, was not actually born in Ireland. He was born where? Britain. You got it. St. Patrick was kidnapped and taken to Ireland as a slave when he was 16 years old. He eventually escaped, but later returned to spread Christianity among the Irish. There you go. What you got, Tony? Anything else to wire?
On the state wire, it's like.
I got that state wire.
Oh, you
What's the
did the
national
state
wire?
wire.
That's what I was asking for.
Sorry. News. Oh, okay. It's loading. It's doing it for us now.
All right.
We'll sit here quietly.
All right. Twiddle our thumbs.
Well, we can pretend we're talking.
Do you think anybody younger knows what twiddling your thumbs is? Nobody says that anymore. I don't think it's,
There was a story on Google about the terminologies
that
have
have
died
died out.
Did you read that?
No.
No.
So let me ask you, since you're talking about terms, have you ever heard the term coon fingering?
No.
You know how raccoons play with everything
Yeah.
and food,
Yeah.
and they sit there and do this? So if you're sitting there playing with things that you shouldn't really be playing
Yeah.
with, you're coon fingering.
I never heard that one. That sounds like a Texasism. You heard it, Meredith? No. All right.
Come on.
Is it not loading?
Oh,
There we go. Sri Lanka follow up. Islamic
ISIS.
State claims credit.
oh yeah. There's
Responsibility.
an answer to the Muslim attack in New Zealand. 321 now.
Oh, there's a Supreme Court arguments on the census, right? And,
Justices seem ready to okay asking citizenship on census.
okay. Is that just oral arguments, though? The ruling won't be till June or July or something?
You can click on that.
No, just keep going. I know. What's that?
2020 Dems clash over impeachment.
Yeah.
Comma felons right to vote. Felons right to vote. Biden to announce 2020 bid on Thursday. It was supposed to be tomorrow.
Okay. Thursday. Yeah. All right. Looks like a bet it. What else in sports, Tony? Click over to that.
No,
Let's see.
tune in tomorrow. Oh no, it's loading.
Pat McDonald just joined us. How are you, Pat? Reminds me of our reader photo contest right now is about Easter photos.
That goes
King's
to
coach.
To Charlene's. Charlene's.
There's another coach there.
Oh, Kings coach Luke Walton is accused of sex assault in a lawsuit. Oh, like that. Interesting. Coach Luke Walton. I heard that on the news this morning. What else? There's hockey. There's the Raptors trying to beat the Magic, and that's not too exciting. And the big Kansas news, their big 7-foot center's coming back next year, so those Kansas Jayhawk fans are feeling happier for now. Let's see. Oh, Pat says she voted early and wants to thank the Advocate and others for the great coverage of our mayor candidates and city council. Not only did each get interviewed, but each had multiple chances to speak with viewers. All right, glad you voted, Pat, as did I. And NFL draft, right? What day is that? Coming up Thursday, I think. All right, well, that's enough.
Did you see how Topeka was in the news? That tiger attack?
I don't know. A tiger at the zoo?
The world famous Topeka Zoo.
What happened to it?
A zookeeper went into an enclosed area they thought was empty, and a tiger that she helped raise.
Was empty. Oh.
Yeah, she thought was empty.
Yeah.
She went in, and the tiger was in there.
Did it kill her?
No, it didn't kill her, but it caused a lot of punctures around her body, and she's still in critical condition, fighting for her life.
Oh, she's okay.
But, I mean, I don't think it would take long for a tiger to kill you.
And it may do it without even meaning to, honestly. It could be playing with you. And
well, other zookeepers quickly brought in food to distract it right away.
Yeah.
And then helped her out.
Yeah. Tiger. There's Typo right there. So we'll go out with Typo. If you have any
you hear that, kitty?
news tips, keep the camera on Typo there. As if you want to give us a call or talk to Typo, we'll put him on the phone if you call 574-1222. Peace out.